Hello and welcome back to Amy Park. It's the Melbourne Ravens taking on the Bathurst Bluetongues. And we're looking forward to this match. I'm your SRL Mines Commissioner Will K, joined in the commentary box by Eddie Oliver, who had a phenomenal performance in his debut match just last week for the Broncos. And wow, these two teams have proven to be some formidable opponents. How do we think that they'll go tonight?
Yeah, g'day there, Kay. I'm really interested to see how both of these teams go this week. Both of them coming away trumps last week against their opponents. Unfortunately for the Bluetongues, they just didn't get the win there. Looking forward for the Bluetongues here to see Marcus Square and Lachlan Holmes both coming one into a new position, and Holmes coming in today replacing Corey Bell, who was originally going to be there, but some leadership changes there at the Bluetongues, and he's not going to have the game here today. I'm going to be looking forward to see how both those players go.
Yeah, Lachlan Holmes taking his spot instead on that left wing. You know, there wasn't much point in putting in Corey Bell when this youngster has been so active and been part of the rest of the Mines competition and the greater comp. He's been here for a couple of weeks now. You know, and he's finally earned his spot as such. Corey Bell has been replaced by him. And there he is. He's making his first run of the game. And welcome to the SRL Mines, says Riley Flynn.
Yeah, indeed there. Also, Doklich last week. Bluetongues going to have to watch out for him. 2 tries he came with. And also, these first 2 weeks there, Doklich, he's been showing his aerial capabilities. And what an amazing player he is at 220 centimeters tall. We're going to see... Oh, what a shot there. Hopefully we can see him inject himself again this week.
And wow, that is an early bit of field position that they have here. The Melbourne Ravens. As Buckingham cleaned up the loose ball. They're going to go left. Doonan gives it to Stoder, almost dropping it. It went very hard into his chest, but he catches it before it hits the ground. They're going to go to Doonan again on the right side. Oh. And that is a high tackle. And understandably, the Ravens are going to take the 2.
Both teams giving away early errors here. The big shot there from the Ravens. And then the Bluetongues there giving the high shot away. And Baker's here. He's going to take the shot, get the team ahead by 2, and the Ravens are going to lead early.
I think rather that we should be considering that they're both errors from the Bluetongues. There's a massive shot put on by the Ravens. And Shamanda Nolly is going to kick back off. A 2-0 lead goes the Ravens' way only 3 minutes into the game.
Yeah, my apologies there. Bluetongues there. Not really starting off as they should have. Given away 2 errors, as you said there, Kay. And Dom here's going to get us off the way here. Hopefully they can calm down and put in a good defensive set.
Absolutely, as if Baker's fielding that one. King taking on the line. And he's going to be a player they have to watch tonight. Him and Sticks McGee, absolutely phenomenal through the middle. The 2 locks just driving through. And likewise, the Bluetongues have a great forward pack as well, with Eli Azzi and Ryan Wilmot linking up in the middle. And Ruben Mobbs and Riley Murray, the skipper, in the second row. Both forward packs going to be very busy in this matchup, I think.
Now they will there. The Bluetongues here looking to put in a good defensive set. Doklich
breaks a tackle after the step. And wow, Marcus Square has to come in and get involved. Doklich just tearing through the line now. As Buckingham's going to go right. John Bakers gets the ball. It's a little bit flat. He wasn't ready for it. I don't know what happened there. Buckingham hesitated to do the pass. He's going to go left this time. And it finds McClucky, who puts in a great kick. And it's going to be Holmes who fields it on the full.
Yeah, that wasn't the defensive set that they wanted there, the Bluetongues. They started off well, but that man Doklich just breaking a tackle, stepping one, and he got his team in for a good kick. Bluetongues now here. They have to work their way out of their end if they want to have a chance to get in a good kick.
Yep, and as Holmes with another run, he's been busy so far, just getting his hand on plenty of the ball, and I think he'll be happy to do so. As he now pushing forward. Windmill Skeed goes right. Stromandinoli going through the line. Stromandinoli shows off pace, breaks Doonan's tackle, and offload to Mobbs. Makes Soda getting busy, and that's a great run from Stromandinoli. He's going to play the ball here. Skeed goes to Stromandinoli, kicks it cross field. It's going to find the wing of Thomas Usher, who just sits there for a second as he steps. Usher through the line. Marcus Square reels him in, and he's going to start the Ravens set on the 30.
Good cover there from Square. And the halfback there, Dom, finding some open space, breaking a tackle and getting an offload.
Oh,
And then again,
McGee!
oh!
What a shot there from Sticks McGee. And the Ravens are marching down the field at the moment.
It's all happening here, okay? Both teams fighting, wanting to win. We've got a good game on our hands here.
Absolutely we do. As they go right, Thomas Usher getting brought down there. Going to left again, Buckingham finds Burns. Burns taking on the line, gets an offload to McLucky, finds a bit of space, fends off one. Can't get away from Wilmot, who had a great game, as we said earlier last week. Buckingham, he goes back to Bakers, putting in a tiny little punt, and Borsons takes it on the chest.
Wasn't the kick that they wanted there, the Ravens. And the Bluetongues here, they're going to get some... Oh, Marcus Square showing
Wilmot.
off.
Oh, Wilmot! Wilmot's got a bit of space here. He won't get away from the Ravens, but that's a fantastic run. And Marcus Square finding the ball to him. That's great stuff there from the Bluetongues.
What a section of play there from the Bluetongues. And the Ravens here, they need to watch them. It's only third tackle. Anything can happen. We know that can happen here in the mines here, okay? Inside ball here. We need to watch him. Oh!
Square looking so dangerous. The forward pass just off the hands, and the Ravens are absolutely off the hook there.
Square, they're nearly getting his first right fullback for the Bluetongues. And the Ravens now here going to have to work their way out of their end. And the Bluetongues are looking up to put a fight.
Yeah, he's been so far so good in that fullback jersey, Marcus Square. You know, looking very dangerous indeed. He's a winger, but looking dangerous nonetheless. A shot's been put on Buckingham off the ball, and Corte cleans up the loose one.
Well, the Bluetongues are going to get another shot here. Hopefully they can compose themselves, get a couple of good runs here from their forwards. There's that man, Wilmote, getting his team up over the advantage line.
I don't think they'll try that play again, but I'd like to see him execute it to perfection. Maybe Marcus Square getting on that inside ball. They spread it. Marcus Square on the outside now. Stramandinoli feeding them the ball. He's been good tonight so far, Stramandinoli, even though he's been a bit controversial in the media, making some what can only be described as obscene comments regarding who he would be in relevance to the SRL mines, if that makes any sense. And McGee cleans up a very good ball there.
That wasn't the pass there from the hooker, and that went to the prop there, and he just put it on the boot, and it was recovered up well there from the Ravens. And the Ravens here looking in to put in a good attacking set as McGee gets his team upfield just before the 30.
Buckingham goes right. Bakers meets McLucky there. Brought down 35 out from from their own line rather, as Bakers is going to kick it early, almost kicking into his own teammate inside his 40, and the bounce just hangs up for Marcus Square, who gets through the line. Square now looking dangerous, gets around Dokalic but can't get around the middlemen. And I think it was McLucky that brought him down. And wow, he looked dangerous there for a second.
Marcus Square there. Well, he's showing glimpses here, isn't he, Kay? And I reckon if he sees that open space and it's a one-on-one, I reckon he's going to burn them on the outside. As again, he has that speed demon archetype. As they're going wide here, goes Square and then to Dom. I think that the Bluetongues are brewing for something here.
Absolutely they are. Windmill Skeed finding Corte, who takes on the line. He's going to play the ball there. 25 out from the opposition here. What would they do? They go right to Stramandinoli. Puts in a punt instead of a bomb. I thought he would. Phil Burton hangs the ball with the ball for a second. Phil Burton's got a bit of space here, but he can't get away. And Marcus Square brings him down.
That was a better ball there from dummy half to Dom there from the hooker. He misjudged it last time and it went to the prop, but that was a better ball there. And they got a good kick in and also good cover there from Marcus Square.
Yeah, and you don't want Phil Burton on the trot and getting away from you. They did well to hang on there as Stoder finds Burton. Burton driven back in that tackle there. I don't think Og was too happy with how he let him through last time, as we're going to go for an early kicker. Doonan doesn't get the angle he wants, and Marcus Square fields it on the 20. And he's brought in Tyler Doonan fielding his own kick there.
Yeah, as you're saying there, Kay, you do not want Burton in open space, as he is being the quickest player who's been fielded for the Ravens here this week. Him in open space against Marcus Square could be an interesting foot race.
Absolutely, it could. As they look, Riley Murray, the skipper, brought down Just before the 50 here. Third tackle. They're going to go left. Windmill Skeed goes to Borsons. Josh King on the outside there. Coming on off the bench. He was a newcomer last week as we have McKinnon going right. Borsons finding Riley Murray. Murray driving forward. And he's brought down. It's the 5th tackle here just beyond the opposition's 40.
The captain in there. Coming into the middle for some runs here. As Burton, he's going to get another chance here. Off he goes, Burton. Down the sideline, gets wrapped up by Square.
Yeah, Burton looks very, very dangerous on the left edge there. Doonan now gives it to Stoder. Inside ball, McQueen. McQueen breaking the line, but can't get around Square. He's been busy. The Bluetongues are going to get better line defense if they're not going to exhaust their fullback here. As Burton's brought down just beyond the 50 now. Third tackle. McClucky goes to McQueen. Coming off the bench, McQueen. He's, of course, a half by trade. Doonan goes to Wriggle. And he's driven back in that one, Lincoln. 5th tackle here. I think that they'll go long and push it down to the wing, probably, of Lachlan Holmes. No, actually, they don't. They go the other wing.
Good kick there from Doonan and Mates here. I think this is his first ball of the half. He's been doing a lot of defending there against Burton, who's constantly getting around him. That's a good ball there from our dummy half and Stramandanoli, getting his team around there up to the 40.
As Windmill Skeed finds Koutsumis through the line. Koutsumis now. Dokulich brings him in, but he gets an offload to Borsons, and they lose a couple meters in that one. Brought down by Riley Flynn on that right edge for the Ravens. So awkward pass there, but Mobs almost loses it, but cleans it up just in time. He's going to play the ball. It's not Rex Buckingham, sorry. Felix Windmill Ski, the dummy half, gets it to Stramandanoli. Marcus Square breaking a tackle. It's 1-on-1 now. Dokulich comes off better and grabs the opposition number 1. 5th tackle. Wait to see what they do. They're gonna get it deep. Stramandanoli puts it very high indeed. Who's gonna take it here? It's batted back. Square's not there. The captain is. The captain is. He's gonna drive here, but he gets reeled in, and wow, that was very dangerous there from the Bluetongues.
Riley Murray, there's nobody back there, and the captain just went, give me this ball. And he took on the Ravens there. Oh, beautiful run here from Burns. And as I was saying, Murray, they took the team on, and he got wrapped up about 3 meters out. But the Ravens here, they're getting some good meters, and the Bluetongues need to watch out.
It's a play that we see often in the SRL. You know, the fullback getting that tap back and just stepping around, going straight into the line. But Marcus Square, obviously, after a great run, he just got on the... He wasn't quite there, and I think they were expecting him to somehow run across 40 meters in the matter of about 2 seconds after playing the ball. It was never going to happen. He was never going to be on side for it to work. So I don't know what they were thinking, but never mind. Riley Murray looking very dangerous indeed in that one. As Doonan kicks it deep, Jack Mates. Going to step one here, Mates. Mates gets away from Dokulich, but Doonan brings him down. That was almost disastrous there from the Ravens.
There's a bit of technical difficulties at the moment, okay, and my screen's frozen up. Oh, here we go. And Windmill Skeed here, getting the ball back. And looks like they're going to go left out of dummy half. There's a good return there from Mates. As the bench here for the Bluetongues, coming off the bench, the forwards. They're getting their team lots of good meters, and they're already in their half. It's only 3rd tackle.
As they got Windmill Skeed going to Borsons. Marcus Square brought down just beyond the 30. They get another great bit of field positioning here, the Bluetongues, and they go to the wing of Thomas Usher. He gets it on the full. Steps 2. Usher's away here. Murray just gets an ankle tap just in time to slow him down, and Square brings him down, finishes the job. Baker's ball to Noah Burns here. Driving forward in that one, short of the 50. Buckingham goes left. Stoder getting some extra post-contact meters for his team there. He's been phenomenal for the Ravens, their forward pack. One of their marquee players, I guess you could say, for the Mines. McClucky, another good forward. Buckingham goes to Bakers, spreads it to Burns. Burns is going to get driven into the ground.
Good set there from the Ravens.
Josh King joining Riley Murray in that effort. And that's a fantastic amount of meters gained. They put a high kick this shallow out. You don't see it often. Usher gets the high ball, but he's brought down, and it's at number 6. Mike Borson's making the tackle.
The Bluetongues there staying composed and making the Ravens there make the first play of the ball there. The kick only landed about 20 meters out, but they're not taking the risk, And they made the Ravens make the first play and wrap them up. As the Bluetongues here, they're looking to actually get some good meterage out of their own end. Need to watch Square here.
Need to be very careful with Square here. Breaking the line. Dokulic getting to him just in time. Michael Corte driven back in that tackle. Windmill skid goes to Kutsumas. Kutsumas driving forward. Passes the 30. Hand up goes the referee. Last tackle. They've just been sitting just about here at the end of every set, and a knock on there makes it so that the Bluetongues don't complete that set.
Again, they're from the hooker. I'm not sure what it is today. He's been perfect in the first 2 rounds, but there's just something about today's game. It might be scoreboard pressure or the clock. You never know. Just not getting that pass right there. Oh, what a hit there. Is that the number 15?
It absolutely was, I think. Stephen Kutsuma's putting on a shot now. And he's going to run through the line.
With the run.
What a run there. He's a half. He's 63 rated for the Bluetongues. Coming off the bench, he's not a bad half at all. As we've got Mobs now running into the line, finding the 20. Going to play the ball. Windmill skid goes left. Kutsumas rolling forward in that tackle. Buckingham having to get help turning him on his back. They go left here. Windmill skid goes to Strumandinoli. Borsins gets jammed in there. The Ravens defense making that decision to really pack in the defense. They go right. Who's going to have it? It's Mobs. Mobs is going to drive here. He gets turned on his back. Dokulic just manhandling him. It's going to be the last tackle. They're going to go out 10 to play the ball, I believe. It's the last. Yeah, it is. About just under a minute left on the clock. Borsins puts in a grubber kick, and Noah Burns is there to collect it. Last 40 seconds of the half.
Well, the Ravens, they got out of that one, and there looks like to be a bit of confusion there of who the ball's going to for the 5th tackle option there. Something I reckon the Bluetongues coach should go talk to them about at halftime. Just talk about where the ball should be and just making sure that the players who need the ball on 5th tackle get it.
Absolutely. As we go into half-time, it's the Ravens with a 2-0 lead. A very quiet half indeed. We'll see you in the second half. Welcome back to the game. It's the SRL Mines on SRL TV. The Melbourne Ravens taking on the Bathurst Bluetongues with a 2-0 lead after an early penalty goal. The only points that's been scored in the match, it's been very, very even in that first half. As we look, Dominic Strumandinoli kicking off for the Bluetongues. What did we think of that first half, Eddie?
Yeah, the really only points was from that high tackle there from the Bluetongues in the first half. And from then on, it's just been back and forth footy. Both teams getting close, very close as... Oh, what a hit there. Oh, my gosh. Hopefully the coach at halftime, as I said, going into the break, spoke to the Bluetongues about their 5th tackle options and just making sure they're organised because that's really where they're missing out and points could be scored there as Dokulic gets to the line.
Dokulic getting a great amount of meters. He's been pretty good in the line, and so has his opposition fullback Marcus Square, slotting into that fullback position tonight for the Bluetongues. As Buckingham goes left, Doonan gets the ball on the outside. Phil Burden trying to turn Square inside out. He can't quite do it. He's going to play the ball. They go right here. Doonan putting up a very high kick indeed, and Marcus Square fields it. Oh, and he's been folded by Cameron King.
Oh, Marcus Square, well, he's come back in this half and he's not getting very good treatment. Here's Wamotti coming back on here, the starting forwards, trying to ignite this Bluetongues attack like they did in the last game. But they need to watch out here, the Ravens, because the Bluetongues can score from anywhere, as we know. And just need to make sure that they hold them out and force them to their kick.
I'd like to applaud Marcus Square. Oh, and an error there from the Bluetongues. I was just about to say I was applauding him for holding on to the ball. And it seems that the players knew exactly what I was about to say as the commentators curse again. Riley Flynn playing the ball. Bakers goes to Noah Burns. We're going to have a look at that knock on again. And it was the captain this time. He just wasn't expecting the ball. And he'll be disappointed with that one. As Felix Stoder plays the ball, they go right now. Doonan goes to Dokalic, stepping one. Dokalic, he's going to drive towards the line. Gets very, very close indeed. Just centimeters away. John Baker's driven back. It's the last tackle now. I think he was hoping to try and spread the ball. Dokalic is setting up on this left side here. And that looks dangerous indeed. They're going to go to McCluckey, who puts in a grubber kick. Dokalic came in instead of going for the ball, and Wilmot cleans it up.
Well, I don't know if you saw that, Kate, but there was a lot of space there when that kick went in, and Dokalic just went out hoping, I don't know, that one of the Bathurst Bluetongues players would make an error, but it was wrapped up cleanly there. There was a lot of space there. Oh, good ball there, and an offload there to Skeed. But there was a lot of space there that Dokalic could have just ran straight through and picked up the ball and scored under the post.
Yeah, I don't think McCluckey quite got the strike that he was hoping for in that kick. He was hoping for a little bit more speed and a little bit more topple over around the ground. And Stramandanoli kicks it straight into the back of his own player. And that is a devastating penalty there.
It wasn't the kick there, but you don't have to go hard on Dom there. There was somebody standing right in front of him who shouldn't have been in the way there. But that's very unfortunate there for the Bluetongues, as the Ravens, they're going to get another opportunity here to hopefully score the first try of the game.
Yeah, it looked like the blocker just got too close to Dominic. Dominic focusing on the kick. He had his eyes up, but he just couldn't quite adjust in time, and his forward pack just got in the way there. It's happened a couple times now for the Bluetongues, and then to be careful as Bakers is in!
Oh.
And just like that, Buckingham sets up a try, and Bakers makes this game very open for the Ravens.
Yeah, I haven't brought it up yet, but Rex Buckingham, his just passing selection out of dummy half here today has been excellent. It's been on point, getting the team on the front foot just at the advantage line. And what a beautiful ball there, coming in there, the Bluetongues defense, and Buckingham just a danger and a threat there at a dummy half there for the Bluetongues by the looks of it. And we got our first try here of the day.
Yeah, Baker's just got high fives from Eli Azzi and Riley Murray as he went through. It was a great pass there from Buckingham. He just slotted his halfback on the outside of those two forwards, on that outside of that left goal post, and a phenomenal job he did of getting him there. From there, all he had to do was run over. Murray stood no chance of getting to him.
Yeah, and that first penalty goal there for the Ravens is looking to play dividends for them here coming into the second half, which gives them an 8-point advantage here over the Bluetongues. So the pressure's on here for the Bluetongues to hopefully get a try back and get their team back into the game.
Absolutely. John Baker's doing a great job there. He's scored 8 points now. He's scored all the Ravens points. Indeed. And you know, that's a great feeling to have. Especially as a halfback. You don't score a lot of tries, but as the goal kicker you do, as McGee running straight through 40 meters he gets to. Noah Burns with a great run there. As I pulling him down. Riley Murray around the legs, and a penalty there that Azzi has given away, and that is not great stuff from the Bluetongues. 2 penalties in 2 sets.
Not needed there for the Bluetongues. They just need to calm down, compose themselves, and just hold the line and force the Ravens to their kick, as they've just given them opportunity to just walk straight back into their half and put on more points and just put the pressure straight back on.
Indeed, as McCluckey now brought down. He's going to play the ball just before the 30. Baker's inside ball. Dokalic gets a little bit of ground there. Felix Windmill skied. Having to bring him down 15 out from the opposition try line. Bakers goes to Flynn. Flynn on the outside. He can't quite get away from Lachlan Holmes. But he looked, from Lachlan McKinnon rather. But he looked very dangerous. Buckingham driven back. Baker's in the dummy half roll. He goes, he finds McCluckey. Finds Doonan. Doonan looks to step, but he doesn't quite get off the left boot like he wanted to. Dokalic in the dummy half now. Finds McCluckey. Grubber in. And Isai is going to be brought back into his own goal. by a halfback, and the prop is driven back.
Well, props to the prop there. He's on his second stint, and he's come towards the end of it and getting the ball there, saving probably a certain try there for the Ravens. But they still need to defend here, the Bluetongues, as the Ravens come back here with King.
And that's a big kick there from Stremandinoli. I think he'll be happy with that one there. As Buckingham goes to Bakers. Bakers finds Flynn. Flynn stepping through the line inside. Marcus Square gets busy. Just gets to him in time. He showed off some fancy footwork there. Going left, I think. Buckingham, yes, he will. McCluckey pens off one, and McCluckey's in for the Ravens.
What a statement that was there from the Ravens. And it was McCluckey. He's been going through the line all day, and he's finally decided to go through the line in the second half, right 10 meters out. And he scores a try right underneath the post here for the Ravens. And that just, their score's going to be extended here to 14-0. It's looking a bit too far here for the Bluetongues.
Spotting the fullback out of line, or rather in the line, out of position. He didn't quite make it back to that safety spot, and he fended him off for all money. Going straight in between the posts. Funnily enough, Michael McCluckey, although he's been such a good lock, he is a half. So he's been very, very impressive with how he's been playing. He's doing a fantastic job in that lock jersey.
Yeah, McCluckey playing out of position, as you said there, Kay. And I would not expect a lock, I should say a half, playing in lock just to go straight through the line like that. With an amazing fend, as Dom's going to get us underway here with about 25 minutes left in this game.
As if Stremandinoli, he's going to kick off here. And he finds it all the way just before the try line now. Cameron King taking the first run of the set. And wow, the floodgates have somewhat opened here for the Ravens, I think.
Yeah, no, definitely they're okay. The Ravens here, they're just finding the ball, they're finding the pass, and also the calls are going their way. The Bluetongues, they aren't helping themselves with these errors. They just keep inviting the Ravens back into their half, and the Ravens just keep taking advantage of it by scoring points. I need to watch the Doklich here. Oh, McCluckey, my apologies.
Absolutely. Doklich has been a little bit quiet so far in the second half. I want to see him with more ball in his hands. As I say that, he gets it. You know, he's been great at breaking the line, but, you know, those under that high ball, that stuff that he's been doing for both the games so far. You know, that's what I want to see more of, is Holmes fields a great kick and makes it back just 15 meters out now from their own line.
Holmes coming in, first game of the season. I have to reckon here with you, Kay. He's had a solid game. I haven't seen any errors from him. He's making his tackles, making his catches when needed, and he's just playing a solid all-rounded game here today. As Riley Murray there gets his team over to the 35, hoping to inspire his team to get back into this game.
Wilmot through the line now. Doklich has to get busy. Out the back, fourth tackle. What are they going to do? I think you push on, don't you? As Borsons finds McKinnon. McKinnon stepping one, can't get away from McGee. 30-meter line is in sight for them, just right in front of his head there. As Borsons are going to kick it down to the wing of Phil Burden, who doesn't get away from his opposition in Cody Ogg.
Well, the Bluetongues there, Borson's going back to that play there from last week. The left-booted crossfield kick out to the wing there of the Ravens. And the kick chase, showing it again from last week, again this week. Just getting up there, making the tackle. There's a bit of confusion here. Doklich is away. Bit of confusion there, but Doklich makes them pay for it.
Like I said before, Doklich has been great breaking the line and making meters for his team. I just want to see him under that high ball a little bit more. I'm not too sure why they haven't done it in this match as much and put that ball up for him. As an intercept here from Ruben Mobbs, and the Bluetongues have get the best field position they've seen in a very long time.
Yeah, that's what the Bluetongues needed there. Something to go their way. Ball to go a bit too far, or a bit too wide there. Playing a bit too expensive. The Ravens getting a bit excited there. And the Bluetongues, they're within the Ravens 30, hoping to get some points here.
Stremandinoli looking to dummy. It doesn't work though. He got very close to getting through the line there, and the Bluetongues looking very lively all of a sudden with a lot of pace in their step.
And need to watch him here, the Ravens.
Corte is going to take the settler. He pushes towards the line. It's the last tackle. Referee arm goes in the air. Playing the ball. Swinwell ski goes to Borson's high ball. They need to be careful here. Usher's underneath it. It's taken by McKinnon. But and a rush of Ravens defense comes through. And they hold on there, the Ravens.
What a scramble there from the Ravens. They get the ball there on the 10. Oh, look at Burns just getting through the line. The Ravens here showing not being scared of the pressure, not being scared of the ball. And they just made the Bluetongues make the first move there and just scrambling to hold them up there over the line.
McKinnon had to get very, very high indeed to get over. I think it was Thomas Usher. And he just couldn't quite get that ball down in time. And the Ravens, just a swarm of them just came through. No pun intended, as they defeated the swarm last round. But as Regal is going to take the last run of this set, and they'll get a kick here and hopefully keep the Bathurst Bluetongues down their end.
Yeah, we got Doonan here putting in the kick. It's going to be interesting here to see how Square goes on this return.
Marcus Square! You've got to be careful! Who's that? It's McGee!
Oh.
No, it's not! It's not McGee, it's Cameron King. He's come on just then. I think he was coming off for a stint. And they said, no, you've got to go back on. You don't have the you don't have the ball. And he's come on and made a try-saving tackle there. I think Square will be feeling a little bit hard done by because he had beaten Dokalic indeed. Wilmot now going to play the ball. As we got Stremandinoli going to Azzy. Azzy's going to get the ball taken down on the 25-meter line. Just out from the opposition try line. Riley Murray now 15 out from the opposition try line. The Bluetongues pushing forward in this set. We'll see what they do. And it's Mike Borsons just pulling a... Oh, Mike Borsons breaks a tackle. That was a bit weird there. From Mike Borsons, he kind of just stood there. And the only time I've ever seen that was actually, I think it was round 6 last season in the SRL. Jai McCartney putting a spell on the Raiders.
Yeah, no, very interesting there from Borsons. I don't know, he's trying to lure the defenders in there, hoping to get around them into a gap. But the Ravens, they're having none of it here as, good offload there to Buckingham. And they're looking just to play their game how they have been all game with about 10 minutes left and just hoping to go into full time with how the points are. Good ball there to Stoddard.
Yeah, Stoddard doing a great job there. He's going to play the ball. Buckingham goes right. Doonan finds Wriggle. Last tackle now. The Ravens not getting the field position that they've wanted, but they don't really need it now with how long's left in the game. I don't think the Bluetongues will be able to get 14 points. But, you know, never say never as Lachlan Holmes with another run there. He's been a little bit more quiet in this closing 20. Well, it's closing, last 10 or so. As I now offload, gets it to Windmill Skeed, who gets a couple extra meters for his team. It's going to be Marcus Square in the dummy half roll now. Riley Murray finding the ball inside to Josh King, who gets driven back. The Bluetongues struggling to make meters here. Windmill Skeed goes right now. Strandinoli sets up a play. Marcus Square on the outside. Inside offload to Windmill Skeed again. He's just been everywhere in support this set. Last tackle now, Strandinoli, dummy half, goes to Holmes now. Holmes putting in a kick, and it's a fairly decent one. Thomas Usher looking dangerous, and he goes inside, trying to turn Marcus Square inside out, but that was not on for him.
Well, the winger coming in field looking for a ball, looking to take up a run for the team, but it went straight to him, and he had to put in the kick there. Wasn't a bad kick there from the winger. Wasn't ready for it, as a good tackle there from the Bluetongues. The game's over here, but all they can do is just work their way. Don't let the Ravens score any points, and just get back to the sheds and work towards next week.
As we have very close to the line there, Usher playing the ball. Cameron King putting in a kick. It deflects off a head of a Bluetongue. And Marcus Square fields it. That looked like it was going to be a very big kick, though.
Yeah, no, it didn't there, Kay. And also, Square, they're getting a good... Oh, here goes Kingy through the line. Square, they're wrapping it up well and just getting their team back into position. The Bluetongues here, looking for a consolation try. There's a bit of confusion there, but there goes Azzy through the line and offload there to Wilmotte.
Wilmot with a great support run there. Josh King now looking to break the line. He can't get away from Dokalic. They go left. Wilmot now brought down on that line.
Wilmot everywhere.
Yeah, absolutely. Fifth tackle. What they do, Borsons puts it high off the left boot. They go right this time. And Bill Lee takes it comfortably. And he's going to be brought down just 12 out from his own line.
Well, the Ravens have been doing it all game, just taking the ball comfortably. And they actually decided there to make the first play at the ball, and Bill Lee, well, that's a beautiful take there from the center, I believe. And they're just working their way out, doing everything as they've been doing all game. Good ball there to Riggle.
Yeah, it's been pretty downhill battle for the Ravens this second half. You know, they've just been going through the motions with some great tries from the likes of, I think it was John Bakers and Michael McCluckey. You know, they've showed up in the second half, and all their games have actually been won in the second half. They've scored the majority of points in the second halves in both of their games. So it's been another impressive victory here as Doonan kicks it down to the wing of Jack Mates, and this will be the last set, I believe, for the Bathurst Bluetongues here.
You know, as you're saying there, Kate, the Ravens always winning their games in the second half, and I think that this is their first time, as you said, that they've come out and actually put in a full 80-minute performance. And their defense here has been absolutely amazing. Bluetongues, as we can probably both agree here, Kay, have had plenty of opportunities. And the Ravens have just backed it with threefold in defense, which has been absolutely amazing. As, again, a beautiful tackle there.
You know, the Ravens have been phenomenal in defense. The Bluetongues thrown everything they had at them, but they can't quite break down the Ravens. And that's the final hooter. That's full time on that one. It's the Ravens walking away with a 14-0 victory over the Bluetongues, and a fantastic win. They'll be happy with that performance there. And as we look at some of the stats in a moment, some disappointed faces on the Bluetongues, and we look, and they pretty even in the time of possession, but I think the completion rate is really what's going to kill you. 20 completed sets compared to 12 in a game like this. That is not good stuff there from the Bluetongues.
No, it really wasn't there. The Bluetongues not getting the amount of ball that they wanted, and also the error count there, 7-3. And also the penalties conceded. The Ravens there not giving away any penalties, not giving the Bluetongues an inch, and that really showed there in the second half, and that's where those 2 tries came from.
And I think for all that the defending that the Bluetongues did, they actually evened. They were even with how many tackles they made with the Ravens. So I think that's pretty incredible in itself. You know, very similar in the line breaks, but the missed tackles, we see that the Bluetongues had a lot more. As we look now, Rex Buckingham, 141 metres. Dokalic just breaking through the line that many times. 6 line breaks, 139 metres. Great stuff from him. Stoder, 115. Osher, 108. And Doonan, 100 metres. 255 kick metres gained. He had a great game tonight.
Yeah, very good game there. As we go here to have a look at the Bluetongues. Marcus Square here coming away with 160 metres for his team. Beautiful stuff there. 6 passes and 15 tackles for a fullback. He was put under the pump here. And again, Riley Murray, the captain, coming away with 114 metres there. Beautiful stuff there. The captain trying to lead with example. Unfortunately, not getting the win here today, but there's always next week here for the Bluetongues.
Absolutely, and thank you for joining us in this game. We're going to get on a plane very soon. We're on our way to Perth to go and watch the Hogs game. Thank you for joining us, and it's been an absolute pleasure to have you join us back at 6:30 p.m. For the next game.